This is Ben from Common Knives, and you're listening to the High Carbon Podcast.
Welcome everyone to the High Carbon Podcast. We had a guest planned for this week, but he's having some connection problems. It's always the Apple users that just can't connect. I don't know why.
It has nothing to do with Apple.
Everything to do with Apple users, though.
No.
Some correlation with an
Fair point.
Apple. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why. It recommends Chrome, something to do with the recording quality is much better through Chrome. What's the normal browser for Apple?
The built-in browser is Safari.
Safari, yeah. It specifically says not to use Safari.
Yeah, I think Zencastr, so our recording software, doesn't even work with Safari, I think. Does it?
And even the other software we were using before recommended Chrome for everyone. So always the same shit with the podcast. Somebody's mic's crap or they can't connect or whatever. We'll get through it. So, Paulie, since you didn't really talk a whole lot the last episode, why don't you start us off with your week? What did you do?
Such a burden. I mean, I listened to the last week's episode and I was like, oh my God, so much talking over. And it was only me episode. I was still working on my new Varnus model. Doing some great progress. The handle is finalized. I love the shape. Now I'm working on the molds for the kydex sheets. And I'm doing like before I were making them from a monoblock, like a big piece of plastic, let's say, that I machine the form. If it does not work out and I need adjust some geometries, depending if I need to make them smaller or bigger, I can remachine them or I can't. So it's just a big waste of time. So I'm changing how I'm doing and I am creating a kind of modular system there, which I saw TJ Schwartz use also. So trying to implement that and making the retention parts swappable so I can machine different things, try out different things, and just adjust. But it takes a lot of time, so the whole week was just doing this, doing that, and that's about it.
Is that for a vacuum form, or are you still doing a press afterwards on the mold?
No. I've switched to vacuum forming, I think, for like 2 or 3 years. All of my sheets are made with vacuum forming. I'm also working on a solution to make, like, all of my sheets are pancake design. And I'm trying to figure out how to do tacos, to do them consistently and to have, like, the folding part is really, really difficult if you are speaking about like a tenth of a millimeter or 0.15 of a millimeter that makes a difference in retention. You have to really be consistent with the bending and how the kydex stretches and molds and etc. So no. But yeah, just vacuum forming, easy peasy. You put hot kydex on form, pull a vacuum, take it off, put it on CNC, cut it out, put in the eyelets, finish the edges, and you have a perfect sheet every time, all the time, most of the time. Not all the time, but yeah.
Can you do more than one at a time if you're vacuum forming, like you said? Because the problem with trying to get the fold correct is, do you have to do it one at a time?
I'm doing currently one at a time, but you can definitely do like multiples at a time. You can do like, it depends how you set up your mold and what surface area you have in your vacuum press. But it's like, I build it. It's DIY, so I can make it as big as I want. And then the next limiting factor is how big your CNC is. So I could do 4 sheets if I wanted to. And then, again, it really depends on how big your kydex sheets are. So how big is the actual sheet? Yeah.
So you get one crease, like fold the sheet in half. Sorry, now you got me messing them up. Fold the sheet in half, and along that crease you get 4 on top of each other, like in a row, right? Then you got to CNC it out from there.
Oh no, no. You do it like you do them flat. You first CNC them, and you have like this a butterfly, looking kind of thing, and then you heat up the crease where it should be bent, and then you bend it one by one. Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense. We got a little chat going
Makes
on
sense.
the side that's getting distracting.
Yeah. Albert says that someone is joining and it's Fader. I'm not shitting my pants. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. Come to the show. Let's go. I'm not afraid. No written apology. Let's do it mano a mano. I can say I'm sorry.
I think if you guys do that, it should be an Instagram live.
Oh yeah, awesome.
So fucking. That would be terrible. How about your week, Keith?
My week was pretty much a lot of the same stuff. I didn't do any sanding this week. I'm tired of sanding, but I just still have a shitload left to do. I've been working on all my carbide stuff, like the rest of the stock that I have, making carbide hammers and file guides and some of the Scramper tools. I had a customer from Switzerland that had a special request size for a carbide platen, and one of the sizes I have in stock right now are almost out. So I contacted my supplier. It's been a little while. The last time I made an order, the supplier told me ahead of time that the prices were going to go up, but I've heard these a few times, and it usually only goes up very marginal. It's not a whole lot. And this time I got the price back for a carbide plate. I think it was 380 millimeters long by 50 wide and 3 millimeters thick. My price to purchase it was 333 euros.
Oh my God.
And she's like, I know
That's
the
insane.
prices are crazy. And she sent me like the price increase like chart and stuff. Yeah, it's insane. And you're starting to see it along everything to do with carbide, especially small carbide, like milling bits and shit like that, where there's a lot of waste where they have to like mill stuff out. There's the bits that I use for my carbide hammer that used to be $8 a piece, or like $55 now, something like that. It's insane. Everything's going crazy. And it's probably going to be a long time before those prices go down. Just the price of raw materials, cobalt and tungsten, are like sky high right now. And those are the two main ingredients.
But why?
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
Probably because all the stuff that's available is going to fight the war. I'm imagining. I don't know.
But where does it come from? Carbide source for carbide, or the country where it comes from? Do you know that?
Yeah. China is like the number one top leader with like 80 or 90% or something of the market.
But don't they kind of excavate it in like Africa and Australia?
I'm not sure where they get all this stuff. I read into a little bit about it to figure out what ingredients were so expensive, and they use like a lot of cobalt and tungsten, and it's all powder form wherever they're mining it from. I'm not sure exactly the details,
but like it's how they make the animals. Like they are in powder form, and then they are like pressed together.
Right.
But like for me, I use like animals mostly for my work, and the prices are insane. I talked with one of my distributors, and he said that the price is increasing 0.5% every day for the price for the last day, which is insane if you think about it. If you multiply it by like, it's just insane increase.
Yeah, the last order I did, I looked at it and did the price increase was 780% since my last order last year. So it's crazy. So yeah, I'm going to continue with what I have in stock, keep making these things. And then if the prices don't go down, I won't be making them anymore. Obviously, it just doesn't pay off to do that. And I've seen other suppliers of that, in the knife supplying industry that have also made posts or just stopped selling the carbide platen. So Albert already told me to hide a couple in the sizes that he needs.
Now we have to be extra careful with our carbide platens. They are now, the resale value will be insane. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Better make sure none of your students steal one of your platens, Albert.
No.
I'm not sure if those can be recycled, if they can somehow, like your broken platen, if you could send it in and they can do something with it. I don't know.
Yeah. They buy used carbides. It's now it's getting a way better price for used carbide. They buy N mils by kilogram. I don't remember the price, sadly, what it was, but yeah, surely it's a highly recyclable material, I think.
Can you bring that to like any like steel recycling place? Well, I wonder if they all take them. I got a shitload of broken bits that I always throw in a pile.
Define shitload. Is it like 50 kilograms of it, or is it like a handful of them?
I probably got close to 50 kilos in the last few years. That stuff's heavy, so it doesn't take much.
So at least here, there is a guy that is buying specifically used carbide. So I don't know if you can bring it to just a steel supplier. You just have to call and ask. But I think with the price increases, they are very eager to buy it up.
It's a great investment. I should have bought a shitload. Yeah. I wish somebody told me.
You can still buy it. It's not the floor. Yeah. You can still buy it. Invest now. It's dear listeners, this is investment advice. Buy carbide platens and just sit on them.
You can buy them from me. I'll send them to you.
Knifematerial.at.
So, Albert.
Yes.
How was your week?
My week. Boring.
Yeah.
Same shit like every week. Doing classes and building knives. Not much happened.
Are you making knives, getting ready for a show, or just to get your stock up?
I was working on 2 of these DNA knives because they've almost all been sold. So 1 is left, and now we have to build them. So 3 or 4 have been sent out. So I'm building the rest of these. And I was struggling with the vials in there because I broke 2 again. So
oh no,
I had to start over with the handles. Yeah. And then I'm running out of wood, so I've started stabilizing wood again like crazy. Also for these DNA knives and also for our classes. So walnut again and spalted beech. So I was doing mostly material work and was working on the DNA knife because they should be done like within a few weeks because people are waiting for them.
How many more do you have left
to make?
Yeah,
2 have been hardened. I have 2 more blanks, so that makes 4. I have 2 more to build then from scratch. So I have 4 in the shop now at different stages and 2 more to make.
You did 10 of them all together, I think, right?
Yeah, 10, yeah. But 1 has not been sold yet, as far as I know. So I have to build 9.
Would that be something you're selling through your shop or only through?
No. No. We're not allowed to. We're just making the knife. So they're being sold through the project leader. We're just building them, and he's taking care of the rest, selling, marketing, and all the stuff. We are just the workers, you know.
Well, it looks like guest has somehow managed to connect. The guest that we have tonight, I spent a weekend recently in January at his house making some folders. Mine didn't work out, if you guys remember that episode. I wanted to tell something funny about him, and now I can't remember it. You'd have to edit this one out. First, Sid, is your microphone working at all? Can we hear you?
Yeah, come on. I think it's working.
I said it is.
It's a little bit loud, but it's working. All right.
Yeah, at least you can hear me, you know.
Sid, I had an awesome intro in my mind. I had an awesome intro in my mind, and I just freaking blanked out about it because I was listening to Albert's story or something. Just an old man brain fart. But anyway, you've had. Yeah. We were just all talking. We were just all introducing our week, talking about what we did, and you've had a pretty eventful week over the last couple of weeks. Why don't you tell us what happened?
No.
Yes, come on.
I had a surgery that was planned on my Achilles tendons, and 1 week before that, I got an accident at my work, at my main job, you know. And I was like, I'm part of my job is like digging graves, and I was like digging, and I was like about 2 meters deep, and we wanted to like build in the plates so the grave doesn't collapse. And when I wanted to put in the plates for that, it collapsed, and so I got buried alive. So it was
completely buried.
Quite unfunny. Yeah, I was like in earth up to my belly button.
Oh, okay. I'm picturing like it's completely covering your face and you can't breathe. And
Nah, I couldn't breathe. Yeah, it was so much pressure. I could, how can I say it? I can relate to how steel must have felt when it gets squished in the press. Was kind of hectic and really stressful, that situation. But yeah, I could manage to get out after a couple of minutes. Then I went to the hospital because my hips and legs were hurting like crazy. And yeah, then I was like in Krankenstand or work days off, as you can call it. And yeah,
yeah.
after a week, I had a surgery. And now I'm like just laying on my couch for about 2 months.
So that was a planned surgery to fix your foot that had been bothering you for a while, and like just a week, not even a week beforehand, you
Yeah,
get
exactly.
almost buried alive. So that's crazy.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
glad it worked. I'm glad it worked out. Hopefully, when you heal up, you can walk like a normal
Yeah.
person without pain again.
Yeah, that would be great. So I have my second surgery for the left, for the right foot, for the second foot, in about November, December. So I wanted to plan this surgery after Knife Show Austria, so
Of
at least I
course.
can be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a knife maker, we plan all of our stuff like that, major surgeries and things like that. We plan them around knife shows, so you could fit it into the schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Or we get hurt at knife shows, like you did
That
last year.
happens too sometimes, yeah. But Polly's been working on the solution for the sheath so that the knives go easily in and out of the sheath. So if you guys want a knife and don't want to stab yourself, check out the new models from Baltic Blade.
All right.
Thank you for
We'll give
the
it a
shout
test
out.
at Knife Show Austria.
Definitely, please come.
Let's bring Keith to the table and then let him test out if everything works out.
He can attest. He can do a live customer review of my business. Look how it has healed up. Yeah. Oh, not demonstration. Hope, God forbid, it happens again. It can happen.
At least if someone asks if your knives are sharp, just tell them they should go to Keith's booth and just watch his fun.
Yeah, I'll show the scar off.
Tomorrow I get a new plaster where I can maybe be able to slightly walk again. So I will try that out if I can just make things in my workshop and just sit around. maybe working on some batch knives.
I hope nobody from your work is listening to this. He's sitting on the couch for the rest of the 3 weeks of his
Exactly.
sick leave.
I'm just sitting on my couch and working with your carbide hammer on the batch knives I wanted to make for the knife show. So maybe I destroy my table in front of my television.
Sid, we have this little bit that's been going on the last few episodes that Paulie's been asking our listeners to write in and give us some hot takes, and Paulius will pretend that these are his opinions and he will try to defend them.
Okay.
And they've been really good in that. We like to do it with when we have customers, when we have guests on the show. And Paulie, I think we should do a couple of those, and then maybe we can get back into Sid.
Yeah, 100% for
let's
our
go for it.
customers, Sid.
For our customers, yeah.
Yeah. As I've mentioned, I think it was in the pre-show that we talked. I have one that is non-anonymous, so there is an actual person behind it, and he told, "Fuck it, I don't care. I don't want to be anonymous. I don't care. You can use my name." So I just asked him, double-checked it, triple-checked it, and he was totally fine. So maybe I can slip that in. But boys, what do you want? You want something tame or something really insane?
Well,
Let's
the
go
Molly.
for the insane.
There you go.
So fucking insane. But I mean, okay.
He's scared.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'm scared. I'm a little scared. I will. Sven, you are also Austrian. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one. Austria and Germany is the same country.
It's not.
Bullshit.
Prove me wrong.
That's-
It's the
that's-
fucking same country. You all speak German. You
No.
you are just a little bit more chill Germans. More chill Germans. And it's the same. It's the same. How it's not the same?
I mean, you just have to look on the map. It's completely
Yeah,
separate
open a
countries.
map. That's what I wanted to say. Or open
Ask-
up
ask
Wikipedia.
Open ChatGPT.
And the part about us all speaking the same language is not true. I mean, even in Austria,
Yeah.
they don't speak the same languages everywhere. I can barely understand what Sid's saying when he speaks German.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that BS, because in Germany it's the same. You cannot understand different regions. So, but you speak German. You speak German. It's German, but it's hard to understand
Yeah,
from
on
for some
paper,
people.
on paper, it's the same language. That's true.
Yes, and on paper, it's a different country, but that is not true. So which is it?
What bullshit argument is that the UK and the USA speak the same language? Totally different countries. Wouldn't you agree?
Nah. Nah, it's not the same. Look, first of all, I need to do a disclaimer. Disclaimer. Sometimes the listeners don't have very smart hot takes, but
Obviously.
I'm not a very smart man to defend them. And it kind of doesn't cancel out, but it only multiplies the stupidity. So it's the same country. It's the same country. Austria. Like, tell me like 3 differences how Austria is different from Germany.
Schnitzel.
It's the same. Dry
It's
ass
not.
food.
The German
How
use
it's
not?
sauce for that shit.
Actually, all of
come on.
Germany's meat is way worse than Austria's.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so one of your arguments, you have better meat, so it's a different country. Okay.
Yes, we have better
Give me
beer
a
also,
second one then.
Yeah.
as you also heard in past episode of ours.
No, they do. They do. The Germans have
oh,
better beer. Keith.
You think so?
That's not true.
So
Yeah, especially Bavaria. Yeah.
We should give Salzburg back to Germany.
so it's so close. It's so close. And okay,
That's true.
so guys, 3 Austrians, you have 3 facts how Austria is different country from Germany, and the first 2 are you have better meat and shittier beer. Okay. I have no idea how it defends that you are a separate country, but okay. And you have your last shot to defend that Austria is Germany. Well, look, wait. It says Austria and Germany is the same country. So Germany could be more of Austria and not Austria of Germany. Make sense?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think you should
It's
move
like
on.
Austria is not part of Germany. We should move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. Thank you for nothing, listeners.
Oh, here's the thing. We have better food. We're way more relaxed. We have less bureaucracy, and we have better knife makers. Period.
Better knife makers, yeah,
And this
definitely.
and this makes you a separate country
Yes.
Yes,
We have higher taxes.
and higher
by
taxes.
1%.
Oh,
That actually makes us a different country. Different taxes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Good point.
Really, really good. Thank you, Sid, for saving the Austrian team.
Yeah.
I give up on this one. It was really, really. Okay, let's do the non-anonymous one. Okay, I will read the hot take, and you,
Can we try to guess who it was, or are you going to tell us?
Sure. No.
You will, try to guess. Okay. If you can't make your own Damascus, you have no business in making Damascus knives.
Wow, that's a strong one. Oh,
That's a fucking strong one.
yeah. Who could that be?
He had an explanation. Damascus has absolutely no purpose but aesthetic. The thrill of making it. So why use something you didn't do?
Yeah, because you get the aesthetics if you buy the master.
Visual aesthetics, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get the thrill.
Yeah, you don't get the experience of making it, but you still get the aesthetics and the finished knife. So
Yeah.
So-
I can give you a hint.
no, yeah, okay,
If you
give us a hint. Go ahead.
It's very hard to be vague with this person because you will guess it instantly. But he was a guest on this podcast.
Okay. There have been
Ben
so many.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Ben
Bankamon buys Damascus all the Nah, not true. Bankamon buys Damascus all the time.
But it doesn't mean he didn't make that statement because he wants to hear Paulie fight about it.
No, he doesn't
yeah.
make any.
It's not Benjamin.
Okay.
No, it's not.
It's
Can't be.
it's not from Austria.
Nippenberg.
Nope.
Anchorage Forge.
Not from Austria.
Nope.
Nah.
I can give you another hint.
Gabe's way too nice for such a hot take. Yeah, give us another hint.
I just remembered. I hope it is vague enough. That person likes grinding.
Yeah, it's Forge Works.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, I was
Really?
going to say that too. Yeah.
Yeah, nope. And he said on the episode when he was with us that he doesn't mind grinding.
TP blades.
Nope.
So,
Ryan.
somebody said that. Damn it.
Not Ryan. Yeah, somebody said. And he said that he is not grinding in his shop because it was really cold when we recorded it. Because his buckets froze and he was jealous of Benjamin because he had the heater in his water buckets.
I can't remember, but I can't remember who that was.
Yeah, I remember the person saying it. All right. I think we're not going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Why it's so easy? Doc Smith.
Ah, okay.
That's right. Yeah.
But now you have to defend it, Paulie.
Yeah, attack me.
I already did.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Look, you just if you make it, you not only get the thrill, you display your expertise, but you also, with every hammer blow, you shape the pattern in the way that you would like, and you can alter the layers, which you cannot do with something that you bought.
That's true. Yeah. But the claim is stronger. The claim says you
Have no
you're
business.
not supposed to make any. You have no business making Damascus knives if you can't forge it yourself.
I think there's some truth to that, but I think the more important part is if you didn't make the Damascus, that you name who you got the Damascus from. I think there's a lot of makers who might not make it themselves, and they put the knives out and talk all about what the steel is and the hand and material and everything, and they don't give the credit to the person who made the steel, which I think is kind of a disservice for both of the people. You're kind of like supporting each other. Shouting somebody out doesn't cost anything, and it's not going to hurt your business to say that you bought the Damascus from somebody.
Oh, and I remember why he wrote to me, because he posted a knife with a Damascus that he made, and he wrote in the description that it was homemade Damascus. And and he said, look, I made it worse. I wrote it.
That's for you, Paulie. Homemade Damascus.
Yeah, exactly. It was really fun. Yeah, it's a hot take. It's a really, really hot take. And I guess because it's non-anonymous, you can go to Doc Smith on Instagram and bust his balls if you are buying Damascus and making knives, but not making your own Damascus. Why you shouldn't be in business in making Damascus blades? I think my honest opinion is that...
And it's actually not even Damascus steel, it's pattern welded steel. I don't think anybody's making their own Damascus.
It's not true Damascus. Don't get me started.
Good one, Doc.
Wanna do another one of these not untamed ones? Or we should, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, it's a super easy one to defend, I guess. Museum fit knives always look better as opposed to flush fit up. And I think they are not even, they not only look better because it kind of pops the different parts of the handle, the bolster, the handle material, but it also creates like a longer longevity of the knife itself, even if the material is smooth. I think and also if the handle is smooth, it kind of adds small points of grip. It's, you should do it. You shouldn't not do it. Is this just the right way to do it?
I don't agree.
Yes, sure you don't.
They don't always look better. That's way too strong. I've seen some very shitty museum
and I've seen
fit
some very
knives.
shit flush fit up knives.
True. That's why I don't say all the flash fit up knives
Yeah,
look
but
better
then
than
it's not a
museum
hot
fit
take,
knives.
Albert. Then it's just a regular opinion.
Are you saying that a hot take must be false?
A hot take must lack nuances and ruffle some feathers, but have a little bit of truth inside of it. So it needs to be
Okay.
controversial.
So you also ChatGPT'd what a hot take is.
I did, because we had like a multiple hour talk with Benjamin Camon. We talked about what a hot take is and then what a controversy actually is, because there is the description and there is then the opinion and feel of the word itself. So we are doing the bit, so we should know what the word means.
But does it really matter?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
There have been some complaints about this on some other podcast. Should we talk about this? That we don't really know what a hot take is. Although we said that this guy was complaining on Hustle and Grind. What's his name?
TH Blades. He is supporting us on Patreon. So dear listeners, if you want to get your balls busted and pay us money to do it.
Here's the thing, he wasn't listening properly, I think, because the way we introduced this section was people send in what they think is a hot take, and we gonna read it out, and you gonna defend it. So it's not our hot takes for a start. Second, when you read out the quote unquote hot takes, we already said it's not a hot take, right? So we were basically saying what he was saying on Hustle and Grind, that it's not a hot take, but it still made for an interesting discussion. So I don't care whether or not TH Blades thinks that's a hot take or what this word means. I mean, I'm not arguing about words. That's stupid. It's about content, and I think the content it created was great. So why would I complain about this? Just because it's not a hot take according to his opinion, or even our opinion for that matter. So I don't really care. It's about what comes out of it, and I think that was great. So yeah, we know what a hot take is because we all of us ChatGPT'd it. So we're good.
So there,
respect the game. No,
does it really matter?
See, that's my point. It doesn't really matter.
So back to the museum fit thing. When I first started, I didn't like the museum fit. I thought that it looked lazy. It was just a quick way to get out of making a nice smooth transition between two pieces of material. But after trying it for yourself, like Albert mentioned, there's some that come out horrible. It really takes a little bit more work than it looks to get everything nice and matched up, and the facets and the space between two different materials. And like Polly added, also, it's great for two different kinds of materials. If there's going to be some movement in there, it allows for the movement to take place without one material being proud of the other. At least immediately, visually, you might be able to feel it with your hand, but it doesn't pop out so much. So I do like the museum fit if they're done properly. I think that they look nice. It has a purpose.
I've never done one, but I wanted to try one because, yeah, exactly what you said. That's true. Because of the moving materials.
Yeah, I feel like two different kinds of wood, or wood with G10 or something like that, if they're mixed.
Yeah, exactly.
Polly, will we see some museum fits on any of your knives? Because you love them so much.
Yes, you are already seeing them because my putting me on the spot. I need to read up the definition of a museum fit up, but guys, let me help me out. If I do, what is a shadow fit up? Shadow tang fit up.
No, what is it?
It's when you have the steel of the knife. It's a full tang knife, and you have the steel protruding a little bit above the scales.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So, and it's just a little bit, like a tenth of a millimeter, and I am putting chamfers on that one. Does it count as a museum fit up?
I don't think so.
Wow, how? Why not?
Because a museum fit up is in the handle material itself, not in the spine of the knife. I know what you mean. There's a name for it, and I can't think of it right now. And it's not as easy to do as it looks.
But it's like, yeah, but it is kind of protecting from the same thing. If you have a flush fit up with wooden handle scales, with your tang of your blade, and the handle scales move, this kind of fit up kind of prevents that too.
Yes, it
So
would.
I mean, I'm definitely doing museum
Albert, did
fit
you
up
find out what it's called on Google yet?
for all my knives that have handle scales.
I'm googling it right now.
I knew you were.
Albert is connecting to the matrix. Using a whip for the chat GPT. Shorter answer, more precise.
It's also a term in fashion, so obviously that's not it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's a term in fashion design and manufacturing to describe something that is extremely precise and ideal fit, tailored perfectly to exact measurements. But that's not it. That's not what.
Yeah,
That's
the opposite of it.
Not what we mean.
Maybe we don't know what a museum
No, we
fit
do.
up is.
Maybe all the knife makers are using the wrong term.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That would be
Do
so
they
funny.
call that a recessed handle? Is that what it is?
What Polly was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not doing museum fit up, but I'm not mixing multiple. I'm mixing sometimes multiple materials. I'm not doing it. Okay, but you cannot attack me personally for the hot take that I'm trying to defend it. I can talk the talk, but maybe I'm not walking the walk. It's fine. I'm doing inferior work. Museum fit up knife makers are doing better work than I do.
Okay, ChatGPT is wrong here, I think. What museum fit means on a knife? No gaps between blade, guard, and handle. Transitions are perfectly flush.
Yeah, that's the
Even
opposite.
under magnification, joints look tight. That's the opposite.
That's the opposite.
Or maybe all the knife makers are wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe the AI is right.
Yeah. They don't know what museum fit means, just like we don't know what a hot take is.
Yeah. Lukewarm takes only. So can we get a verdict on this hot take? Does it make sense?
It does, but it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are not saying if it's true or not, but does it make sense? Is there a little bit of truth?
It makes sense. It looks nice. It's hard to do. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yes.
Next.
Yes.
Next one.
Next. I have so many. Thank you, by the way, audience. If you want to send in your hot takes, send it to Baltic Blades on Instagram. I will get your hot take.
I will write one for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Tell us now if you like.
Make it a good one.
I have to think about it.
Okay.
I have to find a right spot.
Okay, man. We have such good listeners. These are really good. Okay, let's go with this one. Low layer Damascus blades look really unprofessional.
They don't.
They do. Have you seen them? They look like shit. Have you seen like 3-layer Damascus? 4-layer Damascus.
I've seen some, and yes, I don't get the point of it, but when you talk about low layers, I think about at least 30 layers. So that looks...
No, that's not low. That's not low. That's legal number.
That's
like anything above 18 layers. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would also call it a low layer Damascus, 3rd layers.
It is.
30, 50, something like that.
You can see only 15 each side.
Nah, it's like, it's adequate layer count. It's not low layer.
If you take a low layer twist Damascus, it looks, most of the time, I think it looks more beautiful than a high layer Damascus, in my opinion. But that's just,
with the twist opinion. Pattern, you mean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes it more dense, so it kind of works out, right?
I wouldn't say that.
So we kind of had this. I think we had a similar one, but it was about high layer. So this is going to be like the same argument for me. The low layer, like Sid had just said, the low layer in certain patterns, like the twist pattern, I think they look a lot better, and they're more difficult to get a nice, even, consistent finish on than a high layer would be, because you have so much of the black showing, and you have the chance of getting, like, sanding off some of the black layer when you're doing the final finish.
Mhm.
You're easily getting lost.
But Paulie, what is a low layer? What is low layer for you then? If 30 layers isn't low layer, what would
10.
you call? 10. Okay. Yeah.
10.
Yeah, that's a bit low.
No, that's way too low. That looks like unprofessional work. It looks like you don't have the equipment that you should have, so you'd better go buy some of Damascus from Keith. Do you sell Damascus?
Yeah, I still got some left.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be also unprofessional, you have no place. As per the last hot take.
Right.
If you cannot make your own, you shouldn't buy it, but you should if you would instead make low layer Damascus. Just go and buy some proper one, or go to Albert. He can make you a chevron pattern, I guess.
Oui.
Yeah,
Do
you
sell
can
those, Albert?
you can also buy our stuff at Keith's. So
No, you should buy it from Albert.
Because Keith has to make room for storage.
Yeah, just write into me at Baltic Blades, and I will get you settled. I will write you the price, and you will get the Damascus. It's fine. It's fine. I will deal with Keith and Albert. Just don't look at the pricing on their websites, okay? Just don't look at there. It's fine. So, yeah, it's low. I think, yeah, it kind of, but a big, like, low layer Damascus kind of in my mind goes together with a shit edge. I don't know why, but it kind of
yeah,
feels
but that's not true. I was thinking about examples of a low layer Damascus which looks awesome, like let's say 10 layers according to your definition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there definitely is some. If the edge is nice, and if you do like a low layer copper Damascus, like with few copper lines in there, it can look awesome. So let me
Albert,
Google. What?
Albert, I have another hot take that is also sent in. Copper Damascus doesn't look good on most knives.
Okay. That's also, yeah, not true.
That is true. Copper looks like ass. It's so overdone. You don't need that orange line. It adds nothing.
It adds an orange line, and that's what.
Yeah. Just an orange line. It's just so overrated. Distracts you from the pattern.
It might be overrated. Yeah,
it's
but that's a different
also
argument.
for the bladesmiths. It's also a challenge to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what is a challenge also to make? A museum fit up, and they are not doing it.
It is. Maybe you should try copper Damascus with museum fit, so you get double the challenge. You should try that, Paulie.
Never.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah, Albert. Oh man, Albert is already okay. It looks great. Okay, Albert.
That's a low layer Damascus, I would say.
Could you say the name that from where did you send it? Because I don't know how to say.
That's a knife by Drei Falken, an Austrian bladesmith, I think from Lower Austria, isn't he?
Yep.
What's his name again?
Nico.
Does anyone remember? Nico, right? Yeah.
He's living like 20 minutes far away from me.
Yeah, and he does a lot of low layer Damascus, and his knives look awesome. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Now,
nice
wait. I have to challenge you a little bit. Have you looked at the edge, at the core of the blade?
Yes.
Is it Damascus? It looks like a very tight Damascus in the core, and you have low layers on the sides.
No. Sometimes you get alloy banding.
Alloy banding.
The core is 125/19, so it
okay.
So you have a alloy banding in it.
Oh, which is also not good. It's not. It's separating. The elements are separating.
Nice.
But look, to not say anything bad about it, it looks sick. It looks great.
Yeah.
I think low layer blades are way harder to finish. Yes. You have to be more precise with your hand sanding to get a good edge. and then the nickel parts tend to get a little bit dirty. And to get this kind of clean edge that we can see in the picture, it's hard work. It's hard work.
Yeah.
I must say, I cannot defend this anymore after seeing this one. It's a great example, Albert. Maybe we can put it into show notes, but this knife looks sick.
Mm.
And also, it has copper, so it kind of double defended. Two hot takes with one picture of a knife.
Good.
And Albert, would you agree on those low layer Damascus that the Gatorpiss Heavy helps a lot to get that nice finish?
It's helped. Yeah, it does. That's all we use now. We only use Gatorpiss Heavy. I mean, not just for the lower layer stuff, but also for the high layer stuff. And it's awesome. Yeah, we love it. So we weren't happy with the normal Gatorpiss, but the Gatorpiss Heavy solved all our issues we had with etching. And we don't use coffee anymore. We don't use orange juice and all this bullshit. We just use Gatorpiss Heavy. Sometimes it needs 2 cycles. Because it might be patchy after the first one, but then a quick second cycle and you're done. So it's awesome. Yeah.
I've got a lot of the same feedback from customers, and the regular Gatorpiss original, I'm almost out. So I think next time I'm not going to order that. I'm going to try the Gatorpiss Max, since a lot of people seem to be using Damasteel a lot more, and that's one of the steels that we're using in this year's charity event. So I think I'm going to try and get a batch of that for any of the people using stainless steel Damascus.
Yeah, there's no point in getting the normal Gatorpiss, I think, because the Gatorpiss Heavy is so much better.
Yeah, I think so too. I just noticed that you guys have been ordering it a lot more, so I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So,
Paulie, you were saying?
I was saying that I remember that I need to do an ad read for Mini Hell. So kilns. Fuck this segue. MiniHell.eu is the sponsor of this podcast. Thank you so much, Baltazar. Remember, guys, if you go to MiniHell.eu to buy the next kiln for you, you can use Carbon 5 at checkout to save 5% on already affordable, great kiln that you can order in many sizes with many different configurations, with soft bricks inside, with hard bricks inside. Also, if you go there and you don't find anything that suits your needs, you just can write them an email and Baltazar can make you a custom build. And it does not matter how big or how small of a kiln you want. He can fit your needs and create the kiln that you want. And while you are on minihell.eu, you can also shop not only for their kilns, but also buy heat treatment racks and heat treatment foils. And don't remember, and do remember, at checkout use Carbon 5, and we will save a little bit, and you can spend it on some maybe Damascus steel at Albert's or Keith's shops. And now, back to the show.
All right, let's try and save this episode. Sid, lately you've been working a lot on folding knives, and you've taken a few classes with the folding knives.
Yes,
How is that going? And is that something you think that you might be selling in your shop sometime soon?
Well, you stopped by at my workshop for the weekend, and we tried figuring out and everything, and I think it worked out pretty good. Yeah, for the first time in my shop, it was really amazing. So I think I took 2 classes at Chris Feichtel at Kalterum Blades. Super awesome guy. You should check his knives out and classes, whatever. Super humble guy. I really love him. And he taught me to make like folding knives, yeah. And I said to myself, I want to try it on my shop. And we kind of did some redneck stuff with you.
Yeah.
But it worked out in the end, yeah. I mean, I don't know what happened to your knife in the last half an hour, but as far as I can say, my knife went pretty good. It's not finished yet. I still haven't finished it, but I would like to do it more often in my shop, but not like as a main part. I want to stick to kitchen knives, but like to get a little bit out of comfort zone, do a folding knife or a friction folder or whatever. It just brightens up my mind, and yeah, doing some other tasks, you get better in some terms, I think. And yeah, I will definitely make more of them, but I think it will be like 1 up to 2 knives a year.
Hmm.
And I don't think I don't think they're just for fun. You can't make any money out of it because you put like what, about 25-30 hours into it, at
Yeah.
least at my shop. And you can't take like money for that, because you can't, even if you go with, I don't know, 35 euros an hour or whatever, it doesn't make any sense for that amount of time you put into it. And also, Chris said to me, he's like, he loves doing them, but he certainly sells one because it's just such out of price range for the normal collectors, the
Yeah, I think the
usual
problem
EDC guys.
I think the
Yeah,
problem we ran into um, at your shop. So this is the first time you made one at home with your equipment and making folders,
yeah,
as opposed to like making kitchen knives or just any kind of outdoor knife. Is the precision is a whole nother level. So you need some kind of specialized tools and a nice array of
yeah,
drill bits, as we
exactly.
found out. I think we drove to pick up different size drill bits like 3 times that weekend, and uh,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
for every step of the way. And you're
Yeah,
using
you
small,
just have to.
like 1 millimeter drill bits that break on you if they flex at all and stuff like that. So it's just like
Yeah,
a learning
exactly.
curve.
Yeah, exactly. So it's until you get there uh, that you can sell it properly for a decent price. That's a lot of learning and a lot of material testing and a lot of prototyping and whatever. So yeah, but it's really fun to do. So I will keep that. And yeah, maybe 1 up to 2 knives a year. I think this will just brighten up my days in the shop.
Yeah, I think we took apart the knives probably 50 times each during the weekend. Put them together, take them apart, put them together, take them
What,
apart. Just
50
little
times?
adjustments here and there.
You put it out and together like 100 times until it's finished. That's crazy. You spend more time on like building it together to watch if the fit is perfect
Yeah.
than actually making the knife. It's crazy.
So the problem that I ran into on mine, it was the last day in the morning, I think, and the knife was like opening and closing really smooth. The lockup was awesome, and
Yeah.
I got to grinding the knife as it was folded, and I ground a tiny, like just a tiniest bit into where the lock face is, and that's where everything went downhill. So my blade was pushing a little
Also,
bit.
yeah.
My blade was pushing a little bit to one side, and I was thinking that the detent ball wasn't pressed in enough, so I popped the detent ball out to oh, it was in too far, and I popped the detent ball out to try and set it in again, so it set up a little bit higher, and I used the same detent ball, and I think putting it back in, I must have put it in so that the spot where I tapped the detent ball out had like a flat spot or something on it, and it was horrible.
Like the bearing ball, which we
Yeah.
placed in the lock. Yeah, that's a
So
ceramic ball.
this little 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter, whatever it was, ceramic ball. I think it was just had a flat spot on it where I knocked it out, and it was digging into the blade, and it was
Yeah,
so rough, open and
yeah,
closing.
yeah,
And
yeah. That's true. I think that was the issue. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, it was really working good in the morning. I really liked it
yeah.
until shit went down. but it was it was a great weekend for me. So yeah, we had a
It
lot
was
of
a lot of fun.
funny talks, and yeah, exactly. That's what it was about, you know.
One of the big challenges is trying to find all these folded parts, the pivot pins in the right size,
Yeah,
and then matching
exactly,
the drill bits, and then all the extra
exactly.
screws and standoffs and all that crap.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a good shop in Europe, Eurotechny, that has quite a good selection of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Where you can get it all in
exactly.
metric.
Yeah. Also the titanium plates and everything, but dude, they are expensive. Like the carbide platen, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, if you wanna build a light folding knife, you have to use, of course, titanium stuff, and then it gets pricey.
Yeah, and it's fun to grind.
Yeah.
These hot sparks
Yeah.
that catch on fire and shit.
Exactly. When I was the first time at Chris' workshop at Cardone, I was like I did some zirconium bolsters and the titanium liners. And I was like using my sunglasses in the grinding room because it was so hard to look at.
For the zirconium,
It
you mean?
was, yeah. Also the titanium.
Yeah.
It was crazy. My eyes weren't ready for that.
So Albert was going to be part of this class a while ago, and something happened, and class got canceled and kept getting delayed. But Albert, have you tried to make a folder or a friction folder at some point in your knife making career?
Yeah, I've made 2 friction folders. I wanted to do the class with Chris, but as you said, it has been delayed and then canceled and whatever.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't make it when they finally fixed the date. But I might do one at some point because I love folding knives. So I have shitloads of folding knives in every pants. I have some.
Yeah.
And I love them, but I've never done a proper one myself, meaning a liner lock or something like that.
I already got some orders for friction folders, but I told them, yeah, I can make it, but it will take some time because I have like the kitchen custom knives I have to do, and then there's also Knife Show Austria where I want to do a small money badge, I guess you can call it that way. And so yeah, I will try to make everything happen to get the custom orders done, but also have to focus on doing for the knife show all the stuff. And there's also a knife Solingen in May.
Yeah.
So I'll be going with Keith. I'm his driver again. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I hope my foot is going well until then, but I guess it will
We have 6
be
weeks
no
left.
problem. Yeah, I know, but I have also the plaster 6 weeks, so maybe I can get it off and just jump right into the car.
So Sid's being so kind as to drive me Friday. I think it's May. The show's May 9th and 10th. So on the 8th, we're driving up. He's going to go to work the day before so that he's off of sick leave and doesn't get into any trouble being out on the weekend. And
I've already take days off after my
yeah.
Krankenstand. I've already booked holidays for that weekend, so I will be fine.
It should be an interesting show with the new venue and everything like that.
Yeah.
Not quite as big as Knife Show Austria, though. I think they just put up a post that all the tickets were sold out. So even moving up into the bigger hall, they've managed to fill it and still have some people who didn't get tables. So maybe it'll get bigger again next year.
Today, I think Martin posted today that the show is now full and everything is settled up, but there are still a lot of people or makers who wanted to be part of it. But yeah, it's I think it was about 180. How's it called?
Exhibitors.
Yeah, exhibitors. Exactly. That's a lot. So I'm pretty excited for Martin to make this happen. And yeah,
And I wonder, I also heard Tobias Hangler will be doing a special class. I think it's the weekend after Knife Show Austria, having
no,
some
it's
speakers come,
right after
or
it.
a couple
It's
days
right
after, or
after
the
it.
day after. There'll be a couple of
No,
people
it's like
speaking, doing a class and talking about knife geometry and all that kind of stuff. And one of the speakers is Mareko Mamasi. So I wonder if Mareko was going to make it
yeah,
up to Knife Show Austria.
that could be possible.
Hmm.
I didn't
Surprise
look
guess.
it up, but yeah.
Yeah, cool class. I won't be able to make it, but it would be nice to sit in on, listen to all those speakers there. We have, speaking of the knife show in Solingen, we were giving away 2 tickets to our Patreon listeners. We had a few people write in saying that they would like to go to the show, and I'm gonna type out the guy's name here. Albert's gonna edit this out. So we got all of our listeners, Patreon listeners, that wanted to win one of the weekend 2-day passes to the Knife Solingen show, and we have a winner here. I just wrote it into the chat. Who wants to say it? The lucky winner.
I won't spoil anything again.
Go ahead.
It's Friedrich Flaig.
So I tried to find this guy. I'm sorry, I don't know much about you. You are a Patreon member and you're nowhere to be found on Instagram. Maybe you're just not an Instagram kind of guy. But if you're listening to the episode, shoot me a message. I think the tickets will be there for us to pick up at the front table. If not, I will get a hold of you and bring them out to you at the show on Friday. So Saturday, sorry. So congratulations, and like I said, get a hold of us so you can pick up your tickets. It's 2 tickets for both days. Well, guys, we did a big chat before the show started, so I have no idea what this timestamp really is. We chatted for a while. Could be an hour, could be 20 minutes of talking after Alba edits it all down.
No, it's more than that.
But actually,
I think we're about an hour in. Yeah.
before we quit, you said you started a friction folder, and I wanted to know how far you made it, or what were the problems that you ran into doing the friction folder.
Me?
Yeah,
No, I made 2. I finished
you
2.
completed them.
I completed them, yeah.
Okay.
One for Andy, one for me. That was it.
You should send
I
me
have all
the thing because of a review.
No, there's no point in reviewing that shit. No. But I've back in the days I even made this small cupboard with all these tiny these small compartments with all the parts. So I bought all the parts and made this cupboard and stuff. But then I stopped after 2.
After 2 knives, so you
Yeah.
collected all the parts and stuff
After 2
to make them.
I still have the parts. Now I bought way more parts because I buy in bulks.
Yeah,
So I
not
I
fucking
bought
around.
way more parts than I needed, but they're still in the shop. Yeah.
Same with me as I did the folding stuff. You buy
Yeah.
so much stuff you don't need after that.
Yeah,
Mm.
and when you don't know what you need, you buy a lot of the wrong shit. Then you end up
Yeah,
like not even being able to use it.
yeah.
I'm not
exactly.
completely sold on the friction folder. I know it's a good place to start when you're doing a pocket knife, but this or maybe it's just a lot of the ones that I see. So the friction piece that sticks out of the front when it's folded is a tough thing to do and make it look like good and functional at the same time. Sometimes they're huge and way too big. Some people make them like 3/4 of the length of the knife handle. They just don't seem like something that you can carry and put in your pocket comfortably. But
No, it's shit.
Yeah,
I hate it. But
Really?
here's why but it's the easiest folding knife you can make.
Right,
That's
it's a good
why you
start.
start with that one.
I kind of
That's a
like
good
it.
start, but
I really kind of like
I
it.
hate it.
I was surprised because my first one that I made, I did it with G10 and stuff, and some Damascus Sanmai, and I wasn't thinking about selling it, but then a guy, Darren Paul Buoni from California, is also a maker. And then he asked me if I can send it to him, and it was like, yeah, sure. Now he was like, how much he wants for it, and I was, I don't know.
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. But yeah, he really wanted it, and he's super happy with it. So yeah, I also used it before that, and then I finished it again. But I really like having it, so I'm gonna build myself another one. So yeah, I kind of like them.
Yeah, maybe mine was the design was bad. I don't know. I never used mine,
Yeah.
so I'd rather have a, as I said, like a liner lock folder or something similar.
As far as I know, you can also carry it in Germany because it doesn't
lock.
It doesn't. It
doesn't
doesn't
lock
lock.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
That's
You
also
can,
a cool point.
For my German carrier, I used the Trollski knife. I can't remember the name of it now. It's a double detent, so it doesn't lock, but it when you open it, there's a detent ball on the left and the right side, so it kind of stays open, but it's not locked. Similar
Yeah.
to a friction folder, I guess, but without that big, funny-looking tang thing sticking out.
Pretty cool. I didn't find them online.
The Trollski knife?
Yeah, I didn't find it online, which you have. I wanted to buy it myself, but just to because I was curious, but I didn't find it online. So maybe you can drop me the link or something.
They should be available on kapuga.com, I think, or PL.
That's where I bought mine. Yeah,
Okay.
It's the main distributor.
I've got
Great owner, by the way.
I've got a folder from Tolsky with the leaf blade. What it's called? I don't know. It's like the blade shape is like shaped like a leaf.
Yeah, that's the same style blade that's on the one I have from him, the double detent.
All right.
It's horrible. I can't remember the name. Sorry, Trollski.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Mando.
Yes,
I think it's called
that's
Mando.
the one, Mando. Cool. Well, what do you guys think? Is that a show? Should we move into a low carbon?
Sure.
100%. I need to apologize to our listeners. I slept only 4 hours. I was all over the place. So don't forgive me. I don't care. But it will be better next time. Close it down, boss. It's enough. Let's go to low carbon.
All right. Thank you, Sid, for joining us.
Yeah,
Always nice
thanks
talking
for
with
having
you.
me.
Thanks. Yeah.
We wish you a speedy
If you
recovery.
need any other spoilers, I can just invite me again.
Yeah. Anytime.
You have to edit that out then.
Maybe we can tell everybody in the low carbon episode. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening. Support us on Patreon.